a peaceful person go frenzy mode. I'm just curious. We'll see what happens. Good day, good people. It is another fine day in the year of the Ascend Toon Link, Dave. And it's me. It's your boy, the United States Aviator. Welcome to the final singles episode of the Danganronpa Hunger Games, and it is 1 versus 100, our newly crowned champion of champions of the Hunger Games. Komaru is here. May have to defend her title against 100 other people. But most importantly, this is for the final spot. Or potentially final spots, because fan votes are coming up. But more importantly, you could get 2 more today, depending on what happens. But this is not just a normal episode. Oh no. Usually we play around with the items. Today, everyone knows what's on the line. Could be the championship, could be the final spot in the singles bracket. But what that means is everyone's a little off, everyone's a little unhinged, and everyone's fighting tooth and nail for that final spot. Everyone finds themselves a little bit unstable for that final spot. Everyone finds themselves scrapping for that final spot. In addition to their normal traits, everyone has unstable and scrappy added to the mix. And so here's everyone who's there today. The champ, Komaru, the one. She's here, 2-time singles champ. And then the 100, Togami, Hina, Celeste, Chihiro, Hifumi, Junko, Taka, Kyoko, Leon, Mondo, Mukuro, Sakura, freaking Sayaka, Makoto, Hiro, Toko, Hajime, Fatogami, Chiaki, Fuihiko, Crazy Yoko, Gundam, Ibuki, Kazuichi, Mikan, Mahiru, Nagito, Nekomaru, Peko, Sonya, Teru, Izuru, Shuichi, Himiko, Maki, Rantaro, Kaede, Ryoma, Karuma, Angie, Tenko, Kori in the House Mew, Kokiji, Gonta, Kaito, Samugi, Kibo, Akane, who is out of place for some reason, Genocide Jack, Jotaro, Katoko, Monica, Nagisa, Haiji, Hiroko, Taichi, Yuta, Masaru, Monokuma, Shirakuma, Kurakuma, Monodam, Monokid, Usami, Monosuke, Monotaro, Monofune, Chisa, The Great Gozu, Juzo, Tengen, Kizukura, Munakata, Daisaku, Ruruka, Mitarai, Seiko, Maya, Izuoi, Alter Ego, Mekamaru, AI Gonta, Takamichi, Nane-ai Chiaki, Justice Hammer 1 making a return, Pennyworth, the Nanokumas, Yasuke and Ryoko, the Matarai brothers, Jin Kirigiri, Kanon, Minimaru, Natsumi, Aiko, Yue, Sato, Crazy Yoko, and Junko AI absolutely admits it's Big Junko. 101 competitors, all unstable, all scrappy, so we will see a lot of things going wild. Probably a lot of orange. Who will be the first to snap? How many people will snap? And what will unfold as they do? Scrappy, the description for that means that you find more resources than most. So things are going to be crazy. Absolutely crazy. So take your picks. In fact, since it's so many, give me your top 5. Pick your top 5. Who do you want to get that final spot? Do you think these final 2 achievements will hit? I think because we have so many people, one of them definitely could hit. Both of them could hit. Both of them, I will say, have a good chance to hit, but will they? It's all up to RNG. But, in fact, probably right now, the categories fan pool is open. How many categories will be in there? That is decided by this episode. But you will be able to select your top 5 categories. We'll say that for right now. We'll say top 5, and then the top however many will go on, and those will be the ones that you will pick for. So, make those comments. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Who are your top 5? Who are you rooting for the most? Tell me. Make those picks known in the comments, because they could be fantastic comments like this one, and this one. But we're not gonna dilly and dally, because we gotta know one thing. We gotta do it. We cannot dilly or dally at all, because this is gonna be a long one. Or not. But in this simulator, yeah, it's gonna be a long one. So, in 3, 2, 1. It's the last time that Chisa will be spinning this wheel. What will unfold? Let's find out. Let's get spinning. And the odds are in Chaos's favor, but we've seen crazier things. We'll release to see. Komaru is most definitely... Uh-oh. Well, I mean, at this point, we're not really surprised. It was a big chance. In singles action, that wheel... I have to put this jacket on. It is warm. It is warm, to say the least. Which means I'm gonna have to wear this thing so often. Jeez Louise. Oof, there we go. Over the teeth and through the gums. Really more like over the shoulder braids and past the arms. It is time. Komaru. It is 1 versus 100. The odds for you to retain are abysmal, but if you do it, lo and behold, that would be incredible. You guys could get 3 fan votes today, technically, but most importantly, Komaru might be losing that title. Jesus, reign Chaos one more time. Which means this 1 versus 100 episode is for the Danganronpa Hunger Games Champion of Champions title. And I will make my picks. You might want to edit yours. Once again, before we do that, the OC Free-For-All, which is going to be another massive episode of the Hunger Games. I love doing that. I really do. And that's going to be awesome for one last spot, which the OC categories are also there. You guys have 1 fan vote, could have 2 depending on the outcome of the OC fan, or the OC free-for-all. But I'm gonna make my picks. Give me Mahiru for first. Give me... I'm just gonna pick 1, 2, and 3 as I usually do, as I do. Give me Chisa for second, because I think Chisa has been so chaotic this season. I think Chisa has truly been one of the greatest agents of chaos of all time. I think it's probably because of her early rivalry with Yuta. Making Yuta win by switching bodies with him. It's just, Chisa has done some good work. But today, I'm thinking Chisa's gonna take second. Give me Seiko for third. I think it's Seiko's time to just have some good old fun. Some good old fun as singles action. She's proven herself 3 times in tag team action. She's a 3-time tag team champion. I think it's time for her to come home with that singles title, but it's a long one. We're not gonna dilly and dally. I know you're waiting, you're watching, and it's about 9-ish minutes in probably. We're going to start right now. We are going to proceed. Let's do it. No dillying, no dallying. It is holy, oh my gosh, there's so much. So many people, 101, why did I forsake this? But it is round 1. The horns sound, and the title is on the line. Komaru, good luck to you. But the horn bearers, they're gonna do their thing, and they're going to sound the horns. Oh yes, I should have asked you guys, how many frenzies do you think we're gonna have? Edit your comments, put that in. How many frenzies do you think we're gonna have? Because Kotoko twitches uncontrollably, Smoogie twiddles her thumbs, Rantaro has snapped, he's our first frenzy player, Usami spots something shiny in the distance, Jotaro tries to kill Monofini but retaliates. Monofini does, and kills him instead. Azuru seems unshaken by any of this. Celeste mopes around uselessly Yasuke. Looks like he's on the verge of snapping Maya. Thinks of plans to get out of here. Juzo feels strong enough to handle anything. Crazy Yoko's unsure whether to cry, laugh, or tear her hair out. Monotaro fails to grasp the gravity of the situation. Sonya twiddles her thumbs. Minimaru sets down a trap. Mahiru does something really cute. Mekamaru challenges challenges Crazy Yoko to a duel. Crazy Yoko bites the dust. Imagine Mechamaru was the champ. Alter Ego gets caught in one of Mini Maru's traps. All he can do is hope to be freed. Ryoko wants to end already. Kyoko feels sorry for Alter Ego, frees him from the trap. Something inside of Makoto snaps, and he is also frenzied. Maki wants to be over already. Toko ambushes Monokuma, murders him. Peko finds some of their scraps. She is a cave woman. Hina looks around for stuff to scrounge. Nekomaru trips and falls in a really bad way, breaking his neck. Rest in peace to him. Yuta twitches uncontrollably. Gunta finds a lovely bikini, puts on, is quite revealing. Shirakuma looks for someone dumb enough to believe him. Hajime hums a song to himself. Taichi tries to kill Azuru, but Azuru retaliates and kills him instead. Junko tries to get others to notice her. Togami, unfortunately, not actually unfortunately, just feels protected by his wealth. I buy that. That seems very Togami of him. The Madurai brothers have also snapped. They are now frenzied as well. Gundam mopes around uselessly. Hiro hopes he doesn't have to harm anybody. Fat Togami spots something shiny in the distance. Komaru does something really cute. Mondo finds a rocket launcher. We're starting to see people find things. Tinko is determined to survive this. We're starting to see a lot of people find things as Mukuro looks out only for herself. Sakura sizes her muscles. Yui looks like she's on the verge of snapping. Not Yui, uh-oh. We don't see Yui enough. I think we might put Yui in a tag team next season. Haiji thinks about what he did to end up here. Tengen is looking out, or just looking for an easy out. Not looking for not looking out for anybody at all. Fuyiko finds an axe. Could be deadly. Chihiro is cooking a genius idea. Taka finds a lovely bikini, puts it on. AI going to spot something shiny in the distance. Akane feels strong enough to handle anything. Hiroko tries to get others to notice her. Genocide Jack. The bad brainstorm turns her a little kinder, in fact, and now we're seeing a lot of oranges. Kanon tries to kill Azuru, a foolish mistake. Azuru kills her instead. Izzy is on the verge of snapping. Leon fails to grasp the gravity of the situation. Kurumi wonders about the future. Mew ambushes Kurokuma, takes him out. Masaru spots something shiny in the distance. Monokid snaps and is frenzied. Teru duels it out with Mikan. Mikan bites the dust. Justice Hammer 1 twitches uncontrollably. Pennyworth sucks down the trap, and Mitsurai immediately gets caught in it. Angie's being adorable as always. Kaito thinks about what he did to end up here. Kaito, you're the luminary of the losers? Do better, please! Do not perish! Crazy Yoko doesn't feel prepared for any of this, and she's extra large. Monofumi frees Mitsurai from the trap. Daisaku spots something shiny in the distance. Seiko finally snaps and is now frenzied. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I should have also asked you guys how many heart attacks. The Great Gozu feels strong enough to handle anything. The Nanokumas wants it to be over already. Monodam looks like he's on the verge of snapping. Most like pretty much everyone. Monica seems unshaken by any of this. Kizakura stares into the distance. Nagito is determined to survive this. Ibuki finds other scraps. Nani Aichiaki wanders off and gets lost, never to be seen again. Himiko mopes around uselessly. Monosuke finds us all below his concern. Kokichi is looking for an easy out. Chiaki hopes to harm anybody. Natsumi spots something shiny in the distance. Shuichi is frenzied. He is snapped as well. Junko AI doesn't care much for this place. Kori twitches uncontrollably. Takamichi feels strong enough to handle anything. Aiko's bad brain turns her into a horrible person. Nagisa is thinking of plans to get out of here. Munakata wonders about the future. Ruka seems unshaken by any of this. Sato finds a magic wand, good for her. Freaking Sai is being adorable as always. I don't know about as always or adorable. She's being. That's something she is. She's in a state of being. Kazuichi doesn't feel prepared for any of this. Toko wants to end things once for all with former champ Kaede, Asylum Akamatsu, but she let herself into the crazy. Toko bites the dust. Ryoma gets mauled by wild animals. The champ is retaliating, killing Jin, making sure that she's going out with a fight if she's going out. Hifumi fails to grasp the gravity of the situation. Kiba wants it to be over already, and Chisa looks around for stuff to scrounge. 12 are gone, and 89 remain. We have a lot of people on Frenzied, which means next round might be, might be something else. It's a Clarity Loon 4. Jotaro, Crazy Hyoko, Monokuma, Nekomaru, Taichi, Kanon, Kurokuma, Mikan, Non-AI Chiaki, Toko, Ryoma, Jin. 89 remain! We're going on! What, you wanted a brief recap of everyone who's left? There's 89 people left. There's no brief version of that. We're going to the next round to see more people perish. Like Kokichi. After Angie twitches controllably as this round begins, in a fit of frenzy, Monokid creeps up on Kokichi, snaps his neck, and Mahiru is snapped. Mahiru is frenzied. Leon thinks about what he did to end up here. Fuyiko's ready to use that axe. Mew finds a pitchfork, which she figures is great for lobbing at enemies. Juzo attacks Akane from behind and gets rid of her, and there she is, rotting silently immediately. I don't know what got you to rot so quickly, Akane. Kyoko spots something shiny in the distance. Takemichi sizes his muscles. Usami twitches uncontrollably. Yasuke seems unshaken by any of this. Mondo loves the way his rocket launcher feels on his shoulder. He's ready to shoot holes into all of his competitors. Monotaro doesn't really understand what's happening. I know. All of a sudden you're unstable and you're frenzying. I wouldn't get it either. Justice Hammer 1 duels it out with Kizakura. Kizakura bites the dust. Kotoko looks for someone dumb enough to believe her. Gundam's still moping around uselessly. Kazuichi wants it to end already. Hina does something really cute. Freaking Sayaka twiddles her thumbs. Hifumi doesn't feel prepared for any of this. Nothing could have prepared you for this. Monofony wishes she didn't have to kill anyone. Ibuki wearing leather scraps is a sight to behold. Maki wishes she could go home. AI going to his snap now as well. Kurumi looks around for stuff to scrounge. Fatsugami finds this all below his concern. Peko finds a big stick. Uh-oh. Chihiro is cooking up a genius idea. Shirokuma wasn't looking and fell off of a cliff. Hajime tries to kill his tag team partner from Fusion Ha, Taka. But Taka retaliates and kills Hajime instead. Hajime, why did you do it? I guess Hajime is like one for all and all for one. Hajime wants this one, but Taka knows what's up. Chisa is on the verge of snapping. Aiko looks particularly erratic today. Yuta has a horrible feeling in his gut. Azura won't give up so easily. Komaru can't wait to kill again. That doesn't sound like Komaru. This unstable thing is terrifying. Pennyworth sets down a trap and Yui gets caught in it immediately. Unfortunately, Gonta looks really good in that bikini and Makoto looks for his next victim. Crazy Yoko extra large is now decked out in medieval armor, and one of my picks is gone. Seiko, her frenzy grows so overpowering that her heart gives out. Rest in peace. Ruka tries to kill Crazy Yoko extra large, but knight armor, it is wholeheartedly doing work. Do not doubt the knight's armor. It has gotten people wins before. Taka spots something shiny in the distance. Nagito gets cocky and ends up dying from a stupid mistake. His luck couldn't carry him that far. Junko tries to get others to notice her. Monica seems unshaken by any of this. Togami feels protected still by his wealth. Nothing can touch him when his wealth is on his side. Jack is frenzied. Uh-oh. Mukuro twitches uncontrollably. Nagisa's committed his idea. Kibo starts sobbing uncontrollably. Alter Ego wishes he could go home, and Kaito has a horrible feeling in his chest. Hopefully it's not death. Hopefully it's not a spear or anything. Himiko finds a lovely bikini. Puts it on, it's quite revealing. Natsumi ambushes my singles ride or die Usami. I should have picked her, but I'm glad I didn't. Very glad that I didn't. Masaru feels strong enough to handle anything. Tenko tries to kill Kori, but Kori retaliates and kills her instead. Again. Celeste looks for someone dumb enough to believe her. Chiaki doesn't feel prepared for any of this. Ryoko thinks of a dark poem. Tengen looks around for stuff to scrounge. Nanakuma's wants to end things once and for all with Izio. Izio unfortunately bites the dust. And another unfortunate death because Shuichi creeps up on Sato and snaps her neck in a fit of frenzy. Samugi is only looking out for herself, and Sakura is also frenzied. That is one of the more dangerous frenzies. You don't want to cross a frenzied Sakura. You want to hope that her heart gives out. Kori won't die like the others. Minimaru sets down a trap and Daisaku gets stuck in it immediately. All he can do is hope to be freed. Monodam twitches uncontrollably. Munakata thinks about what he did to end up here. Sonia looks around for stuff to scrounge. Madurai brothers look for the next victim. Hiroko tries to kill Crazy Yoko extra large, but the knight's armor, of course, is doing the work that it always does. Kaede is being adorable as always, and crazy, but adorable. Junko AI tries to get others to notice her. How could you not notice the giant 40-foot, absolutely immense intelligence? How could you not see it? Nakamaru can't wait to kill again. The Great Gozu sizes his muscles. Mitsurai wants to be over already. Teru wasn't looking, fell right off of a cliff. Maya's thinking of plans to get out of here. Rentaro looks around maniacally, seething in fact. Hiro feels sorry for Daisaku, frees him from the trap. Monosuke finds us all below his concern, and Haiji twitches uncontrollably as a standard-sized game is gone, and 77 remain. And it is a Clear Day Loom 4. Kokichi, Akane, Kizakura, Shirokuma, Hajime, Seiko, Nagito, Usami, Tenko, Izioi, Sato, Teru. 77. Lucky 77? Maybe. Who will be lucky today? Because you see this is on. That means the championship is on the line. Who will win it? Will these secret achievements hit? I don't know. We'll find out very soon. After we lose 76 other people, let's go ahead and proceed. At the start of round 3, it will not be Gonta as Fuyuko's chopping him to bits with his axe. Monofony feels horrible for what she did, and the Great Guzu tries to kill Hiro, but Hiro retaliates and kills him instead. Hiro Don't forget about him either, freaking Saika. Somehow finds some tactical combat gear and equips it. Oh no. Monotaro disappears and finds a wizard robe. Hajime's already gone. Poor boy. He had such a good chance to find it today and he just couldn't get that wizard robe back. Monotaro. Godspeed. Daisaku hopes it after Harmony Body. Maki mopes around uselessly. Mekamaru hums a song to himself. Masaru looks around for stuff to scrounge. Sonia looks like she's on the verge of snapping. Munakata tries to kill Monotaro, but that wizard rope, it's carried him away to safety. And Kyoko is snapped. Kyoko is frenzied. That's a smart frenzy too. Monodam tries to kill freaking Sayaka. Godspeed, but unfortunately the combat gear diverts the blow. Hero wishes he didn't have to harm anyone. Gonta. His corpse is writhing with maggots. Maya tries to kill Crazy Yoko extra large, but the knight's armor diverts the blow. Kaede finds some other scraps. Everyone's finding everything, and there's so many frenzies. And Yui's just trapped. Yui's just stuck there. It's a bad time for her. But hey, you can win. That might be one of the safest places here. Celeste looks for someone dumb enough to believe her. Yasuke duels it out with Kurumi, and Kurumi bites the dust. Never doubt Yasuke. You would think Kurumi might come out on top of that one, but nope. And Mahiru was able to quell the frenzy that raged on inside of her in a fit of frenzy. Sakura creeps up on Masaru and kills him dead. I don't know how, first of all, Sakura creeped up on anyone, but I do believe that she could kill Masaru dead. That part's not doubting that part. Monokid looks around maniacally seething. Junko AI doesn't care much for this place. Toko is being adorable as always. Kazuichi doesn't feel prepared for any of this. Hafumi doesn't really understand what's happening. AI Gonta wasn't looking at Bell right off of a cliff. Rest in peace to him. We lost both Gontas today, actually. Ibuki feels sorry for you and frees her from the trap. You freed her from safety! Leon wonders about the future. Kurokuma's lifeless body desiccates silently. Angie ambushes Kaede and gets rid of her. Yuta spots something shiny in the distance. Juzo won't give up so easily. Taka flaunts his bikini. Must be a good one. Are you kidding? Mitsurai just found a flamethrower? See if anyone gets in his way now. Alter Ego wants this to be over already. Himiko mopes around uselessly. In a fit of frenzy, Rantaro creeps up on Haiji and slaughters him. No championship for Haiji today. Kaito is on the verge of snapping. Could it be? Perhaps. Mew wonders how far she could throw her pitchfork, panting like a wild beast, eyes bulging out. The Madurai brothers have their hearts give out. Nagisa's just thinking of plans to get out of here with his tag team championship. Kibo gets mauled by wild animals. Minimaru sets down a trap. Hiroko tries to kill freaking Sayaka, but the combat gear is unfortunately doing work. Minimaru is smart enough to disarm one of Minimaru's traps. I don't even know how he made any traps, to be completely honest. Genocide Jack looks for her next victim in a fit of frenzy. See, you should have left her in the trap because as soon as she gets out, Makoto creeps up on her, turns her inside out, and now Chiaki, the peaceful Chiaki, is frenzied. Oh. This is something that I wanted to see, which is why I kept everyone's, original stuff too. I wanted to see a peaceful person go frenzy mode. I'm just curious. We'll see what happens. Mondo loves the way his rocket launcher feels on his shoulder. Ryoko's bad brain saps her will to live. Oh, I really hate the ellipses at the end of that one. It just feels foreboding. Corey now has a horrible feeling in his gut. Ruruka is only looking out for herself. Hina tries to kill Crazy Yoko extra large. Knight's armor diverts to blow Mukuro. Spots something shiny in the distance. Gundam mopes around uselessly. Monica looks for someone dumb enough to believe her. Samugi tries to kill Monotaro. The wizard rope carries him away to safety. Komaru's being adorable as always. So adorable. Hako waves her big stick around menacingly. Chisa twitches uncontrollably. Kokichi's gone. Junko tries to kill Celeste, but Celeste retaliates. Kills her instead. Celeste has gotten her first win this season. Never forget, that was a feel-good moment. We had a really good feel-good moment this season. And it was Celeste. But that's squad-on-squad violence. You don't love to see that. Crazy Yoko extra large hopes she doesn't have to harm anyone. Takamichi feels strong enough to handle anything that Togami finds us all below his concern. Togami wants to end things once for all with Himiko. Himiko bites the dust. Unfortunately, the mage is out. The Nanokumas wish they could go home. Justice Hammer 1 can't wait to kill again. Monosuke has snapped and is now frenzied. Chihiro starts sobbing uncontrollably. Chihiro's like, I don't wanna go crazy. As Shuichi's just looking around maniacally seething, you better get yourself together, Chihiro. Azuru attacks Sonia from behind and murders her. Aiko wasn't sure whether to cry, laugh, or tear her hair out. Tengen twiddles his thumbs, and Natsumi has found a wish ring. Hopefully she's responsible for it. I swear if you wish for world peace, there will be trouble. There will be trouble. And I knew you were trouble when you walked in. 37 are gone, 64 remain. It's a clear day loot 4. Gonta, the Great Gozu, Kurumi, Masaru, AI Gonta, Kaede, Haiji, the Matarai brothers, Kiba, Yui, Junko, Himiko, Sonia. 64. Which means we're gonna keep going. That's still plenty. And you've heard none of this music, so you could get 2 more fan votes, 3 if someone wins who's already on the bracket. Will that happen? I don't know, but with 64 left, we are almost through half the field. If we keep up this pace, we will get very close. As we have a lot of orange down there at the start of round 4. Mondo's still loving that rocket launcher on his shoulder. Azura's determined to survive this. Daisaku trips and falls in a really bad way, breaking his neck. He just can't catch a break, Daisaku. He just can't catch a break. Yasuke is looking out only for himself. Shirakuma's gone. Junko AI doesn't care much for this place. Peko spots something shiny in the distance. Hiroko tries to kill freaking Sayaka, but freaking Sayaka's combat gear diverts the blow again. It's okay. Gundam finds some leather scraps in a fit of frenzy. Rantaro creeps up on Minimaru and slaughters him. Kyoko looks for her next victim. Yuta twitches uncontrollably. Makoto's been a frenzied champ today as he turns Samugi inside out. Monodam's now frenzied as well. Chihiro's just thinking of plans to get out of here. Fatsugami tries to kill Crazy Yoko extra large. Retaliates, Crazy Yoko extra large does, and kills him instead. I don't know why I yoted that one. But Monica trips and falls in a really bad way. Breaking his neck? Circuitry? Question mark? Justice Hammer 1 hums a song to themselves. Justice Hammer 1 is in this one. Justice Hammer 1 could be the champion. Could be! Kotoko looks for someone dumb enough to believe her. Freaking Sayaka is looking downright tactical in her combat gear. Mitarai really wants to use that flamethrower. Aiko sets down a trap. Nekomaru's gone. Alter Ego finds a suit of medieval armor as well. Dazzling shine. It looks fantastic. Hina gets caught in one of Aiko's traps. Sakura's frenzy finally dies down. Hina, you were the only other person to a 1 versus 100. Didn't go well for you, but could you redeem yourself today as a part of the 100 instead? Sakura's frenzy dies down, which is good on Sakura. As Genocide Jack is looking for the next victim, Maki tries to kill Crazy Yoko extra large the knight's armor. Don't sneeze at it. Celeste mopes around uselessly. Hero hopes he doesn't have to harm anybody. Angie does something really cute. Gozu's gone in a fit of frenzy. Shuichi creeps up on Aiko and kills her dead. Rest in peace to her. Pennyworth won't give up so easily. Hifumi fails to grasp the gravity of the situation. Monosuke looks around maniacally, seething in fact. Ibuki, wearing leather scraps, is a sight to behold. Tengen looks around for stuff to scrounge. Kazuichi doesn't care much for this place. The Nanokumas try to kill their own brother, Monotaro, but the wizard rope has carried him to safety. Natsumi ponders how best to use the wish ring. Takamichi sizes his muscles in a fit of frenzy. Chiaki creeps up on Mew, turns her inside out. It's a shame, Mew. It is indeed a shame. But Taka feels sorry for Hina and frees her from the trap. Mai is on the verge of snapping. Ryoko wishes she was dead. Mekamaru wonders about the future. Mahiru snaps and is frenzied again. Mahiru has been frenzied, calmed down, and now she's right back to it. Chisa's looking out only for herself. She knows in this 1 versus 100 things can go awry. Nagisa duels it out with the rocket launcher carrying Mondo. It doesn't involve her Mondo, unfortunately. Fuyiko is ready to use that axe if he has to. Has already used it against Gonta. Monofony does something really cute. Komaru ambushes Monodam, strangles him. I don't know how you did it to a robot, but you did it. Kaito is now sporting a lovely bikini. It's quite revealing. Monotaro fails to grasp the gravity situation. Munakata, everyone's trying to kill Crazy Yoko extra large, but the knight's armor is going to carry her to victory. And she's washing blood off of it, which means it's going to carry her to victory. Leon doesn't feel prepared for any of this. Kori sets down a trap. Monica looks for someone dumb enough to believe her. Togami finds us all below his concerns. Juzo's smart enough to disarm that trap by Kori, though. Ruka tries to kill freaking Sayaka. The combat gear diverts the blow, unfortunately. And Mukuro won't give up so easily. We are now down to 55. We are almost halfway. But we cannot dilly and dally. We just have to keep going to see who will be our new champ. As we had declared Alien 4. Daisaku, Minimaru, Samugi, Fat Togami, Monica, Aiko, Mew, Mondo, Monodam. 55, 5-5. We're really getting it down. We're really closing it in. And it's because everyone's frenzied. It's because there's so many items, and there will be more items. Do we want to look at the details? No, we're not going to do that until 40. We're not going to do that until 40. Absolutely not. For right now, we're going to keep going. We're going to proceed to the next round. It's round 5. It doesn't end well for Monica, but it's round 5. Hina looks around for stuff to scrounge. Kyoko's still frenzied. Ibuki wants it to end already. Juzo feels strong enough to handle anything. Angie can't wait to kill again. Maya's thinking of plans to get out of here. Makoto still looking for his next victim. Makoto's been popping off today. Izuru is gone. Izuru looks like he's on the verge of snapping. Crazy Yoko is ready to cleave some invaders in that knight's armor. Monica gets mauled by wild animals. Mukuro has a horrible feeling in her gut. The pile of flesh that used to be Jotaro decays silently. Komaru's snapped. The two-time champ is frenzied. Hiro wishes he didn't have to harm anybody. Chisa finds some leather scraps in a fit of frenzy. Mahiru creeps up on Hiro, turns him inside out. Corey tries to kill Hina, send her to sister, but she knows how this 1 versus 100 works, retaliates and kills Corey instead. Freaking Sayaka is being adorable, as always. Air quotes. Monosuke looks around maniacally, seething. Nagisa tries to kill Sayaka. The combat's armor is going to do work for her. Hopefully not all the way. She would get you guys a fan vote though. Sakura looks around for stuff to scrounge. Monotaro sneezes from all the sparkles coming out of the wizard robe, making him levitate for just a few seconds. That's actually... Monotaro, I don't know what it is about Monotaro. He's not my favorite Monaco, but he's alright. Ruka doesn't care much for this place. Hifumi finds tactical combat gear and equips it. Uh-oh. Togami finds us all below his concern. I said uh-oh because there's a lot of orange down here. Just as Hammer 1 can't wait to kill again, Yuta twitches uncontrollably. In a fit of frenzy, Chiaki creeps up on Takamichi, turns him inside out. This frenzy is doing work for Chiaki now. Monofini hums a song to herself. Pennyworth tries to kill Monotaro, but the wizard rope has carried him away to safety. Fuigo chops Hifumi to bits with his axe. That combat gear did not do work for you, Hifumi. It's doing work for Sayaka, but not for you. Hiroko finally snaps and is now frenzied as well. Munakata attacks Fuigo from behind and slaughters him. Taka looks around for stuff to scrounge. Leon doesn't really understand what's happening. Tengen is looking for an easy out. Junko AI tries to kill Alter Ego, but the knight's armor diverts the blow. Kazuichi doesn't, or at least hopes he doesn't have to harm anybody. Mekamaru sizes his muscles. Celeste mopes around uselessly. Chihiro's thinking plans to get out of here. Shuichi is looking around maniacally seething. Natsumi ponders about how best to use her wish ring. Don't you dare wish for world peace. I swear to you. Yasuke seems unshaken by any of this. The Nanokumas want us to be over already. Juzo wants to end things once and for all with Kotoko, but Juzo bites the dust. The pile of flesh that used to be Nekomaru is gone, decaying in fact. Maki tries to kill Gundam, but Gundam retaliates, kills her instead. Gundam will get you guys the fan vote as well. Gundam. Speaking of, looks like he's on the verge of snapping in a fit of frenzy. Rantaro's frenzy is still going on. Rantaro's frenzy is going crazy. As he creeps up on Kaito and snaps his neck, Ryoko is looking particularly erratic today. Mitsurai wants to use that flamethrower, Pekka waves that big stick, Alter Ego stares into the distance, and Genocide Jack looks for that next victim as we see the victims of today's bloodbath. It is time instead for a Claire de Lune 4. Monica, Hiro, Corey, Takamichi, Hifumi, Fuyuhiko, Juzo, Maki, Kaito. Maki and Kaito right next to each other, a shame. 46, and now we're at 46-55, the swap there. It's still not a new champ alert, and who knows, Komaru could retain. But me saying that could be her downfall. 46, 6 more until we check everyone who's left, because we are way past 5 now, or 5. We're way past half. 55 are gone, 46 remain, and the proceed music hits. It's time to keep going as we go into the next round. It looks, oh, well, I was gonna say it looks pretty peaceful. Apparently the frenzy's not going that well for Chiaki because she has perished from it. Her heart gives out. Crazy Yoko, extra large, sets down a trap, and Pennyworth is smart enough to disarm it. Alter Ego spots something shiny in the distance. Mekamaru tries to kill freaking Sayaka, but the combat gear is doing work. Daisaku's gone. Mahiru's looking for that next victim. Taka never wants to kill anyone ever again. There's a lot of orange down there as Monofini does something really cute. Yasuke can't wait to kill again. Junko AI tries to get others to notice her. Monotaro shakes his wizard robe, and 1,000 tiny animals fall out. In a fit of frenzy, Monosuke creeps up on Taka, snaps his neck. Togami kind of wanders off and gets lost, never to be seen again. And Hina, who once again has experience as the one in this 1 versus 100 bout, attacks Genocide Jack from behind and slaughters her. She knows that Jack is dangerous. Is it dangerous? Kotoko is looking for an easy out. Gundam is wearing leather scraps and is decided to behold something inside of Angie snaps. Angie's now frenzied as well. Leon doesn't really understand what's happening. Well, everyone's unstable. Everyone's a little bit lucky, a little scrappy. Mukuro's determined to survive this. Izuru tries to kill Monotaro, but the Wizard Robe is still carrying him away to safety. Ryoko can't take it anymore. Ryoko's taking her own life. Ryoko, oh no. Mitarai wants this to be over already. Freaking Sayaka challenges... Yasuke challenges Sayaka to do a duel. Yasuke bites the dust because he can't touch her. Because she's got combat gear, which is doing work. Speaking of, the Nanokumas tried to kill Crazy Yoko extra large, but they couldn't get... even the Nanokumas couldn't pierce the combat gear that was Crazy Yoko extra larges. That's something else. That's wild. Rantaro looks for his next victim. Masaru's gone. In a fit of frenzy, Makoto creeps up on Chisa, slaughters her. Kyoko kind of wanders off and gets lost, never to be seen again. Rest in peace to her Pekka. Feels strong enough to handle anything Tengen. Looks like he's on the verge of snapping. Haiji's gone. Yuta hums a song to himself. Yuta wants his title back as well, Chihiro. It's cooking up a genius idea. Komaru looks for her next victim. Celeste thinks of a dark, dark poem. Shuichi looks for his next victim. Ruka seems unshaken by any of this. Justice Hammer once spots something shiny in the distance. With what eyes, sir? Nagisa tries to kill Alter Ego. The Knight's armor protects Alter Ego. Maya twitches uncontrollably. Hiroko's frenzy dies down. Natsumi wishes for a shorter nose. And that wish was answered. Ibuki sobs quietly. Murakata can't wait to kill against Sakura, wish she didn't have to kill anybody, and Kazuichi doesn't feel prepared for any of this. We lost quite a few more. And thus, with these, 8 gone, it is time for a Clarity Looms War. Chiaki, Taka, Togami, Genocide Jack, Ryoko, Yasuke, Chisa, Kyoko. And now we'll check, because we made significant progress, surprisingly enough. I thought it was going to be a little bit longer. 38. Let's take a peek. So we have Still Alive, Celeste, Murakata, Mekamaru, Makoto with 3 KOs, Chihiro, Tengen, Leon, Hino with 2 KOs, Nagisa, Mahiru, Mukuro, and we scroll to Monophony, the Nanokumas, Gundam, Mitarai, and we scroll to see Peko, Maya, and we scroll to see Junko AI, Natsumi, Freaking Sayaka, Sakura, Monotaro, Rantaro with 3 KOs, Crazy Hiyoko Extra Large, Ibuki, Shuichi with 2 KOs, Monosuke, Izuru, Angie, Kazuichi, Pennyworth, Alter Ego, Ruruka, Kotoko, Yuta, Hiroko, Justice Hammer 1, and the champ is still in with 2 KOs. But that's still 38. It's not even a standard sized game yet. We'll check back in when it's... you won't even check until it's time for saving race picks. That's how quick we're gonna go. And it starts at round 7. Kazuichi doesn't care much for this place. Crazy Yoko Extra Large sets down a trap, and Alter Ego's trapped again. Jeez Louise, Alter Ego, we gotta get you... we gotta fix you up. Nagisa tries to go Freaking Sayaka. Combat gear, you know, it's just so good. Angie, in a fit of frenzy, creeps up and kills tag team champion Nagisa, kills him dead. A shame. Sakura finds one of the straps enough to put together some rudimentary clothing and looks rather caveman-like. Justice Hammer 1 tries to go Monotaro. Wizard Rope carries him away to safety. Monotaro looks magical today in that Wizard Rope. Absolutely magical! Pekka waves her big stick around menacingly. Freaking Sayaka looks downright tactical in her combat gear. Hina does something really cute. Chihiro has a horrible feeling in his chest. Pennyworth tries to kill Crazy Yoko Extra Large, but Crazy Yoko Extra Large kills him instead. Uh-oh. The pile of flesh that used to be Aiko rides with maggots. Gundam finds a shotgun, thinking about that damage that he could do. That man's dangerous. Mitarai feels sorry for Alter Ego, frees him from the trap. How nice! Mahiru looks for someone... not someone dumb enough to relieve her. Her next victim. She's been frenzied for a while this time. That's nuts. And Ibuki. Wearing a leather scratch is a sight to behold. Maya is now frenzied as well, and a fit of frenzy, Komaru creeps up on the Nanokumas, takes them out. Makoto looks around maniacally seething. Makoto's also been frenzied for a long time. Hiroko looks around for stuff to scrounge. Junko AI now has medieval armor. I don't know, I didn't think they made it that big, but hey. If you find it, good on you. Celeste looks for someone dumb enough to believe her Monophony twitches uncontrollably. Kotoko wasn't looking and fell right off of a cliff. Kotoko, oh no. Natsumi ponders about how best to use her wish ring. Rantaro's frenzy finally dies down. Tengen tries to kill Monotaro. Wizard Robe, you can't do anything about it. Mekamaru finds a big stick. comes in handy to bash some skulls. Crazy Hoko Extra Large has a duel with Ruruka. Crazy Hoko Extra Large, however, bites the dust. Shockingly enough, Yuta hums a song to himself as Zuru won't die like the others. Mukuro ambushes Hina and strangles her. She had the experience, but she wasn't ready for her own tag team partner to take her out. Nani Aichiaki's corpse is writhing with maggots, and Munakata tries to kill Alter Ego, but Alter Ego's knight armor diverts the blow. Usama's gone. Leon doesn't understand what's happening. Leon, you better figure it out if you want to stand a chance. Monosuke looks for his next victim, and in a fit of frenzy, Shuichi creeps up on Peko and snaps her neck. 31 remain, 70 are gone in this game of 101. It's a Claire de Lune 4. Nagisa, Pennyworth, Nanokumas, Kotoka, Crazy Hyoko, Extra Large, Hina, Peko. 31 remain. I'm not gonna dilly or dally. We're getting close, actually. So let's go ahead. I know you guys are curious, and I know this jacket is hot. So let's go to the next round and see what unfolds. At the start of hole, we've got some orange down there. Round 8, Ruka seems unshaken by any of this Ibuki. Well, wearing lead scraps is a sight to behold, actually. Shuichi's frenzy finally dies down. I didn't think it was gonna happen. Gundam reloads his shotgun just in case Komaru looks for her next victim. Mitarai really wants to use that flamethrower, actually. Raging Fury grasping her chest. Maya, newly frenzied Maya, has her heart give out due to the frenzy. Monophony wishes he didn't have to kill anybody. If only he had the wish ring. Munakata tries to kill Monotaro, but Monotaro retaliates and kills him instead in a fit of frenzy. Instead, as soon as Shuichi's frenzy finally dies down, he dies as well as Monosuke turns him inside out. Rantaro hopes he doesn't have to harm anybody. That's not the Rantaro I'm used to this game. The Rantaro I'm used to is nuts. Natsumi sizes her muscles. Mekamaru finds a lovely bikini and puts it on. Sakura finally snaps and is now frenzied Yuta. Looks like he's looking around for stuff to scrounge, actually. Junko AI looks glorious in that knight's armor. Who would have thunk? Nagisa's gone. Kazuichi tries to get others to notice him. Freaking Sayaka finds an axe, upping her chances of survival somewhat. Uh-oh. Leon now has a wizard robe as well. Uh-oh, he's got some protection on his side as well. Makoto looks around maniacally, seething still. Angie trips and falls in a really bad way, breaking her neck. Rest in peace to her. Justice Hammer 1 looks like he's on the verge of snapping. Don't count Justice Hammer 1 out. That could be your next jam. Azuru gets cocky, ends up dying from a stupid mistake. Mukuro tries to kill Leon. The wizard rope has carried him away to safety. Chihiro plans to get out of here, thinking of plans to get out of here. Those plans probably are not going to come to fruition. Celeste mopes around uselessly. You should have been more useful, because it's not going to end well for you. Monotaro's looking magical today. Alter Ego wishes he could go home. Tengen tries to kill freaking Sayaka. The combat gear is doing work. Chihiro challenges Hiroko to a duel. Chihiro bites the dust, and in a fit of frenzy, Mahiru creeps up on Celeste and kills her dead. 24. A standard size game is left, and standard size games don't last too long in this simulator. Especially when we have a rule set like this. Everyone's frenzied, things are going wild, but indeed, it is a Claire de Lune 4. Maya, Munakata, Shuichi, Angie, Izuru, Chihiro, Celeste. 24. 14 until your saving grace picks. But until then, we can't dilly or dally. The numbers, the minutes keep going, the seconds keep passing, and the music keeps playing. It's time to keep going. It's time to proceed to the next round, the final 24. If your picks have made it this far, good on you, because it has been a long one. 77 are gone. And round 9 begins. We might lose some more. Kazuichi has a horrible feeling in his gut. Rantaro feels horrible for what he did. Monophony sobs quietly. Sakura is maniacally seething and looking around. Mitarai still wants to use that flamethrower. Hasn't yet. Hopefully he'll have a chance. Leon doesn't really understand what's happening. Natsumi finds a sword shiny and sharp. A rather nice find. Yuta looks around for stuff to scrounge. Monosuke looks around maniacally seething. Junko AI looks for someone dumb enough to believe her. A pile of flesh that used to be Monokuma is writhing with maggots. I didn't know maggots liked robots, but you know what? Good on them. Hiroko can't wait to kill again. You're gonna have to wait a little bit longer because in a fit of frenzy, Komaru creeps up and takes out the former champs from this season. Komaru's like, I know you're really technically a threat. You've had a good season. can't let that happen. Komaru's trying to make sure there's no new champ alert. Alter Ego tries to kill Junko AI. That's probably the best bet for taking out Junko AI, actually. Alter Ego. But Junko AI's Knight's Armor diverts the blow. Oh. Well, can't say I'm surprised. Ibuki's wearing leather scraps, and it's actually a sight to behold. Monotaro washes the blood off of his wizard robe. Justice Hammer 1 is frenzied. Uh-oh. Mechamaru waves his big stick around menacingly. Makoto gets mauled by wild animals. Haruka seems unshaken by any of this. Tengen twitches uncontrollably. Gundam reloads that shotgun just in case Mukuro sets down a trap. Freaking Sayaka's ready to use that axe, and Mahiru's looking around maniacally seething. We only lost 2. So to the Clarity Loom 4. Hiroko. Makoto. I don't know about you, but there are 22 competitors. 1 will be the champ. Komaru, surprisingly enough, is doing very well in this 1 versus 100 episode, could retain. Will that happen? Will she be the second ever singles champ to retain behind Mew? Mew can't stop her because Mew's already out. Could it happen? I don't know, but the only way to find out is to proceed. We are about yonder, what, 46 probably-ish minutes in? I think we can do this. I think we can proceed to see. Round 10, Monofini is now caught in one of Mukuro's traps. All she can do is hope to be freed. Freaking Sayaka chops Monotaro to bits with her axe. Rest in peace to the sweet boy. Mitsurai wants this to be over already. Mechamaru flaunts his bikini. I forgot Mechamaru was in. Don't sleep on Mechamaru. Junko AI doesn't care much about this place. Mukuro won't die like the others. Monosuke looks for his next victim. Yuta twiddles his thumbs. He's like, well, maybe if I wait long enough, I can get this championship back. Hiro is gone. Tengen looks around for stuff to scrounge. Komaru is looking around maniacally seething. Well. Ibuki feels sorry for Monofini, frees her from the trap. Justice Hammer 1's frenzy actually dies down. Alter Ego sobs quietly. Natsumi swooshes the air with her sword. Kazuichi doesn't feel prepared for any of this. Gundam ambushes Mechamaru and slaughters him. I said not to sleep on him, well, Gundam didn't. He actually destroyed him. Fatsugami's gone. In a fit of frenzy, Mahiru creeps up on Mitsurai and snaps his neck. He'll never get a chance to use that flamethrower. Mahiru, what have you done? Haruka seems unshaken by any of this. Rantaro wishes he didn't have to kill anyone anymore. You better hope that you don't go frenzied again then. Leon shakes his wizard sleeves and 1,000 tiny animals fall out, and Sakura is still looking for her next victim. 19 remaining. 82 are gone. We are getting so close to those saving grace picks I can almost smell them. But until then, it's a Clarity Loom 4. Monotaro. Mechamaru. Mitsurai. 19. 19! Are you ready? We can't wait. I know you guys need those picks. You're gonna need them. And you wanna see who wins. Komaru's still in. It's not a new champ alert. Will we have a new champ alert? We may or may not. Round 11, Justice Hammer 1 tries to take out Sayako, diverts the blow with that combat gear. Kaede's gone. Ibuki still doesn't understand what's going on. Rantaro twitches uncontrollably. Ruka tries to go freaking Sayaka, but freaking Sayaka retaliates and kills her instead. Former tag team partner taking out former tag team partner. Junko AI looks for someone dumb enough to believe her. Sakura eats something she shouldn't have and dies of horrible stomach pains. That's the only way we can take out the ogre. That is Sakura. Monofini. Being adorable as always, Kazuichi finds a dapper suit. He's pimping, he's fetching. Freaking Sayaka washes the blood off her combat gear. We see right here the champ is involved in an orange event. Who will perish? It is Alter Ego because Komaru's in a fit of frenzy, creeps up on Alter Ego, snaps his neck. Monosuke looks for someone dumb enough to... I'm sorry, for his next victim actually. Yuta still has a horrible feeling in his gut. Leon looks around for stuff to scrounge. Tengen has snapped and is now frenzied. Natsumi ponders how best to use her wish ring. Mukuro sets down a trap. Gundam creeps up behind Justice Hammer 1 and shoots them point blank with his shotgun. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my man's. That is Gundam. Well, if this didn't hit, you guys would have gotten a fan vote. However, it hit. And you still get a fan vote. Shooting someone point blank with the shotgun in this simulator was a secret achievement. It has come up just barely this game. Gundam takes that spot as well, which earns you guys another fan vote. Good. That's awesome, and we'll keep this playing because, well, we actually won't keep this playing because Mahiru does something absolutely, glorious. 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 Because in a fit of frenzy, Mahiru creeps up on Sayaka and turns her inside out, and it is glorious. Oh, yes, it is. Which means, unfortunately, we have lost 5. Your final 14. And it's a Claire de Lune 4. Ruka, Sakura, Alter Ego, Justice Hammer 1, Freaking Sayaka. 14. 14 are left. Who will come out on top? I don't know, but it's 4 more until your save and grace picks, and we gotta get them. It's still not a new champ alert. Will we have a new champ alert? Will we have a new champ? I don't know. But as we click next round, we see round 12. The pile of flesh that used to be Kotoko is writhing with maggots. Rantaro gets caught in one of Mukuro's traps, and all he can do is hope to be freed. Tinken's looking around maniacally seething. Gundam tries to kill Leon, but the wizard robe has carried him away to safety. In a fit of frenzy, Monosuke creeps up on Natsumi, snaps her neck. Kabuki's wearing some leather. Scraps is a sight to behold. Kazuichi tries to get others to notice him. Komaru's frenzy finally dies down. She's no longer a danger to herself. Yuta twitches uncontrollably. Mukuro tries to kill Big Sis Junko's or actually Little Sis Junko to her. But the knight's armor diverts the blow. Mahiru looks for her next victim. Chihiro's gone. Leon now has tactical combat gear in addition to his wizard robe. That's correct. Monofini does something really cute, and Junko AI is looking for an easy out. We only lost the 1. It's a sad time for her. Go and zoom in on that Claire de Lune 4. Natsumi. But that's just 1. We need to lose 3 more for your save and grace picks. When will that ever happen? It might happen today as round 13 begins. In a fit of frenzy, Tengen creeps up on Leon and snaps his neck. Monofini stares into the distance. Kazuichi just wants it to end already. Gundam thinks of a dark woman. Yuta looks around for stuff to scrounge. Izuoi decomposes peacefully. Ibuki fails to grasp the gravity of the situation. Rantaro was struggling in the trap, cuts himself pretty bad, and it's the last thing he can do. Rantaro is bleeding out. Junko AI tries to get others to notice her. Komaru snapped again. Komaru's frenzied again. Mahiru looks for her next victim. Mahiru's been frenzied for so long. Has she mastered the frenzied? Monosuke trips and falls in a really bad way, breaking his neck. Toko's gone. Mukuro can't wait to kill again, and Sato's corpse is writhing with maggots. We lost 2 more. We are at your final 90. 11 remain. 1 more until your saving grace picks, but right now it is a Claire de Lune 4. Leon. Monosuke. 11. We have come so far, and only 1 will come on top. It's still not even a new champ alert. This is big for Komaru. Will she retain, or will one of the other 10 take this? She has survived thus long. She has turned this from a 1 versus 100 now to a 1 versus 10. Can she do it? Can she go all the way? I don't know. But we'll be going all the way to proceed to see if it happens. And as we click the next round, ooh, round 14, and a fit of frenzy, Mahiru creeps up on Yuta and slaughters him. Yuta will not be getting that title back. Maybe in the finale, but not today. Mukuro gets cocky and dodged from a stupid mistake. Komaru looks for her next victim. Gundam reloads his shotgun just in case. Kazuichi is now found a magic wand. Hopefully it has some spells left. Tengen kind of wandered off and get lost, never to be seen again. Rest in peace to him. Ibuki looks like she's on the verge of snapping. We haven't seen an Ibuki snap. Monofini feels sorry for Rantaro. Woo! Frees him from the trap, and Junko AI is still here, ready to cleave some knights in that some invaders in that knight's armor. It is still not a new champ alert. I want you guys to remember that. If Komaru retains in this 1 versus 100, that's going to be insane. That's gonna be something else. That's like a real prove yourself moment. Even making it this far to make it a 1 versus 7 is a real prove yourself moment. But it's your final 8, which means after this Claire de Lune 4. Yuta. Mukuro. Tengen. You're gonna need some new picks. It's the final 8. I'm still in disbelief that Komaru's still here, but it's one of those games where anything could go wrong at any second, because if you're frenzied, you're in danger yourself. But we're not gonna focus on that. It's the final 7, which means it's time for you to make some championship saving grace picks. It's your final 8. And we have Junko AI, absolutely immense AI Junko. We have Ibuki, trying to become a 2-time champ as well. We have, as we keep going and going, Rantaro, trying to earn himself a title. The Wish King is here, but he's bleeding out. He's gonna have to do some work. As we go on, we see Monofini, who's had some special moments in these simulators, has survived, but has never outlasted, could be a champion today. We have 4 left after them, and those 4 include the likes of cough, 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 Mahiru, who is on a killing spree with 5 kills to her name, has been frenzied for so long. We have 3 more, and those 3 are Gundam, who has 3 KOs, Kazuichi, who has none but a dapper suit and a magic wand, and of course the champ is still here. And those are your final 8. So tell me, first, second, and third, no more top 5, first, second, and third, who do you got? I will make them as well. Give me Kazuichi for first. I think he's coming back for it. I think he has the potential to be a 2-time champ. He has only won 1 time. Imagine that his only other win is also a championship episode, and especially one of this caliber. Give me Gundam for second because I love Gundam. He's already in there. He could technically earn you guys another fan vote, which is crazy. And I don't know. You guys know I love Gundam. He's top tier, top 3 characters for me. And then give me Komaru for third because I kind of want Komaru to retain. I think we have a really good final 8. I think the most shocking one would be Monofini, so Monofini's probably going to win. To be completely honest. But I'm fine. Well, actually, you know what? Junko AI would be the most shocking one, and I don't know how I would design that image. I'm just imagining. Forget it. I'm changing. Junko AI for first, Kazuichi for second, and Gundam for third. But it's your final 8, and it's Mahiru, Komaru, Gundam, Kazuichi, Rantaro, Ibuki, Monofini, and Junko AI as your final 8. And they are all in the infirmary right now. We've got their pulses. We got the ring fit, and we got their thumb on the thing, and it's taking their pulses. And when it says measuring complete, it says it's the same rate as that of a Oh right, it's a championship episode. It's the same rate as that of a samurai woman. Are you ready? This has been a long one. You're here. If you made it this far, thank you for giving the championship the respect it deserves. Komaru has fought long and hard. Will she win or will it be a new champ alert? Let's click next round and let's find out. It is round 15. There will be no 2-time champ. Who is Ibuki? Gundam tries to kill Junko AI. The Knight's Armor diverts the blow. In a fit of frenzy, Mahiru creeps up on Ibuki and kills her dead. Kazuichi waves his magic wand around, sending sparkles everywhere. Monofini's being adorable as always. Junko AI looks for an easy out, and panting like a wild beast, her eyes bulging out. Komaru's frenzy grows so overpowering that her heart gives out. She made it a 1v7. And then she had to perish along the way. If there's one thing we will remember about Komaru's short championship reign, we will remember that she put up a fight to defend it. But it is indeed a new champ alert, as we give a terrible turnabout for Ibuki, Komaru. 2 good girls. They did so well. They did so well, actually. Almost Komaru. I would have gone wild if Komaru retained, but now it is a final 6, and it is between Gundam, Junko AI, Mahiru, who's been a fiend today, Kazuichi, Monofini, and Rantaro, who's bleeding out somewhere. Those are your final 6. It's still a samurai woman. Let's see what happens next round. Nothing, actually. It's round 16. Mahiru looks around maniacally seething. Gundam fires his shotgun at Rantaro but misses. Monofini stares into the distance. Kazuichi shakes his magic wand. He's run out of magic. He's lost something that could aid him in this victory, and Junko AI spots something shiny in the distance. We'll go to the next round. Oh my goodness. Round 17, Mitarai. is writhing with maggots. Gundam creeps up behind the insane Mahiru and shoots her point blank with his shotgun. That's it for her. Nekomaru's gone. Rantaro's trying to heal up, eat something he shouldn't have, and dies of horrible stomach pains. Monophanie's now frenzied. That might be the first time this game. Kazuichi hopes not to harm anybody. Junko AI tries to get others to notice her, but we are at your final 4 now. We've lost someone who has been going off this whole game. Remember her, remember Mahiru. And the Wish King had a wish. He didn't want to harm anyone else, and he didn't harm anyone else. But unfortunately, he was harmed in the process by himself, picking the wrong meal to eat. It is a terrible turnabout 4. Mahiru, Rantaro, 4 more, 4 final folk, and one of them walks out with the title. Will it be Kazuichi? Will it be Junko AI? Will it be Gundam Tanaka? Or will it be Monophony? I don't know. We could have the first Bear champion, we could have the Pimp champion, we could have the Supreme Overlord of Ice champion, or we could have Big Junko champion. I'm okay with it all. You love to see it. It's all in the hands of RNG. Their fate is in the hands of RNG. Gundam, Kazuichi, Monophony, and Junko AI. Their fate is in the hands of RNG. Their fate is in a crisis. Something that we like to call in this Final 5 a crisis of fate. Are you ready? Oh, it's time. Let's see how this unfolds. Next round, we see round 18. Mechamaru is gone. The pile of flesh that used to be Pennyworth is gone as well. Junko AI ambushes Gundam and gets rid of him. Unfortunate. We will not get a fan vote from the winner. It is a sad time for him. Mikon's gone. Kazuichi switching uncontrollably, and Monophony looks around maniacally seething. Don't forget about Monophony. She is already seething, maniacal, frenzied. But it's a terrible, terrible turnabout for the Supreme Overlord of Ice. Gundam. It was 1 versus 100, and now the final 3 remain. Kazuichi, Monophony, and Junko AI. None of them have held the title before. One of them will come out on top, but the 3 of them are still caught in a crisis. Fate. Are you ready? Are you set? There's no spaghetti. But there is a title, and it's on the line. And we may get the new champion next. No, we won't, but it is a battle between, after this fit of frenzy, Monophony creeping up on Kazuichi and slaughtering him dead, and Junko AI finding leather scraps, patching together some rudimentary clothing, rather caveman-like. We've lost a good pimp. It was almost his time. But instead, as we calm this down, it is a terrible turnabout for Kazuichi. We have an interesting final 2. I have to say that. It is Monophony, and it is Junko AI. One of them will walk into the finale with the championship, will have to defend it. And I can't say that I imagine either one of them being the champion today, but it's a 1 versus 100 episode, Chaos Reign, and what is more chaotic than Monophony versus Junko AI? I don't know what to tell you. The biggest Junko there is? Or Monophony? I don't know, but I have to ask you guys just, who's gonna walk out on top of this? Who is gonna win this, and just who will it be? Monophony is here. She has had some spectacular moments. She has had some very long reigns as a sheep. I remember one time long ago, she lasted so long as a sheep only to fail in the last moments. Could she be getting her retribution today? Or we have someone who's relatively new to the competition. A joke entry, you might think. But Junko AI is no joke. She is the biggest Junko I've ever done seen. Could she win? Will we have the small Monophony with a 40-foot tall Junko? Only one way to find out. One is in a frenzy, the other one could step on the other one. Who's coming out as the champion? Monophony. Junko AI. Monophony. Junko AI, Monophony, Junko absolutely immense. It's the next round and we see nothing. As Monophony looks for her next victim, you shouldn't have to look too hard because it's Junko AI, 40 foot tall, in knight's armor. That's pretty hard to miss. As we go to the next round, she's still missing her because she's looking around maniacally seething and Junko is looking for an easy out. All you have to do is stomp on Monophony, but you can't even do that because in a fit of frenzy, somehow, someway, perhaps she climbed up, perhaps she found a weakness in the armor, but Monophony creeps up on Junko AI and kills her dead. Which means this may be a shock to you. One of the most shocking victories and one of the most shocking champs. But after this terrible turnabout, for Junko AI. It was 1 versus 100. We've never had one of the bears win, let alone win a championship match. We've had a bear win before, we haven't had one of the bears win a championship. But that changes today, actually, because your winner and new Danganronpa Hunger Games Champion of Champions. You may think she's sweet, but beyond that soft exterior lies the heart of a frenzied killer. Monophony takes the win and takes the championship to the finale. What can I say? This was chaos at its finest. Monophony, I feel like, has always been a sleeper pick, has always kind of done well whenever she's appeared, but has never taken advantage and gotten the win. But today, boy, did she do it. Who would have thought? You guys do get a fan vote. You gotta, yeah, you guys got technically fan votes from the last 2 secret achievements. First of all, congratulations to Monophony. First ever bear champion, congratulations to her. The first of the Mono Cubs, the first of any of the bears to claim a championship in the season, or in the series rather, so good on her. It had to happen eventually, and what better way than in the season that has the most chaos? It just makes sense. The last 2 secret achievements you saw, one of them was overkill, shooting someone point blank with a shotgun. The other one was 7 or more KOs in a single game, and that has not happened in singles action. And I thought it was going to happen to Mahiru, who was so close and got 6. A shame. A true shame. Mahiru with 6 KOs, Komaru with 5. Remember Mahiru, because I'm sure one of those categories is most KOs in a single game, like X amount plus in a single game. Mahiru might deserve that one, you guys. Komaru with 5 KOs. Komaru, can we talk about Komaru though? Monophony was the winner, but Komaru did some outlasting. She had 5 KOs to her name, tried her hardest to retain, but could not do it. But hey, when you lose a title, you can win it back. That's what's so special. She could be a 3-time champ come the finale. I don't know. We have Gundam, we have Makoto with 3, Gundam had 4, Rantaro with 3, Monosuke with 3, Azuru, Sayaka, Monophony, and Shuichi with 3. Everyone else had 2 or 1 or less. This was a long one from start all the way to the end. Let's try and get all of them in one shot. There they are, from one Mahiru and no kills to Minimaru over there, 101. This was a battle of attrition. Still, I think, congratulations to Monophony as we bring up the singles bracket. She takes the 1 versus 100 spot. She wins this game. She proved to be not only the scrappiest, but, you know, the most unstable. And Gundam earned you guys another fan vote. Because that could have not been a fan vote. Because I figured someone was going to get a shotgun this episode because everyone was scrappy. But look at that. He somehow, someway still earned you guys a fan vote. So congratulations to you, which means you guys have a ton of fan votes this time around. Make sure to go vote in the categories poll, which is in the description, hopefully in the pinned comment, and on the community tab. It's in all those locations. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and check it out if you have not. But that's it. Monophanie's riding onto the championship match as the champion. Will someone take it away from her? I don't know. Who will you guys put in the fan votes? I don't know. But that category poll starts now, ends Friday, ends Saturday. Saturday at 4:30-ish, probably. 4:30? Do I want 4:30? Saturday at 4:30, because then we open up some of the singles categories, and then the next time, Sunday, we open up the rest of the singles categories and the OC category. Yeah. Because I like to announce that, because the free-for-all is on Sunday, and that is going to be a treat. Hope you're ready for it. It is going to be, we've had large games, a game of what, 99 yesterday, I think, and a game of 101 today. That's going to be the largest one, but it's going to be filled with a lot of love because it's your OCs. So I'm excited for that one. It's going to be glorious, as they say, or as I say. Stay classy. Until then, make sure to go and vote. These secret achievements, they're done. Stay classy. Year of the Ascent, Toon Link Day, United States Aviator, Toodaloo, Flight Crew. Congratulations once again to Monophony. Didn't think you had it in you, but you did it. You proved the whole world wrong. Thanks for watching. Toodaloo, Flight Crew.